All right. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to pass back your stuff from last time, including your quizzes. All right, so what I'll do is this. I'm going to pass these around as a packet. These are your schedules, right, and your bonus questions. So on the schedule, I did look at every single one of your schedules, and everyone got 100 if you turned something in, unless it was way below what I would have expected. Like, if you just put, like, that you're in class during this time and that's all you put, like nothing else, then I didn't give you full credit. That's not what I asked for. So, yeah, work, when are you going to study? That's what I wanted to know. Now, I put a check mark if I thought, hey, yeah, you look like you've got enough time for this class. I may have put a question mark. Like, here's one. It says check mark, and it says 15 hours. It looks like this person's got about 15 free hours of study time for the week, which I think is sufficient. You know, there's some in here where it was like, you know, over 30 hours of time, which is good. So I also circled when I have my office hours. So like if you're free during my office hours, I circled it so you know, hey, look, you could actually come in and get help before class. And I think out of the entire class, there was only 4 or 5 people who cannot come to my office hours. Like they've got something going on. Okay? So interesting stories here. There you go. And then the quizzes, since they are quizzes, I will just call your name. Crystal, please come up. Crystal E. I know it's not AV. It's Abby. Gosh. All right. Jay Resto. Katie Zamora. Cody Morrison. Remember, everyone, this is just the first quiz. It's not the end of the world if you didn't do well. I'll drop at least one quiz at the end. So, Jasmine A. Jeff Goodson. Frank. How do you say that, your last name? Okay. Michael Chacon. Kyle Schroyer. Bianca. Caitlin. Jasmine R. Daniel Espinosa Hernandez. Courtney. Mitchell. Cameron. Raphael. Jacob. This is Raphael. Cameron. Jacob. And John Buchanan. Does anybody know where you can find the answers to this quiz? I posted them, right? And I also posted the solution to the bonus, didn't I? Okay. So that's the type of thing that I won't tell you about. Just, you know, after a quiz, just go out there and look for the answers. I'll put them out there in Canvas, all right? You need a chair? How you doing, Les? You won't. I got your email, by the way. Okay. Okay, the next thing. I said that I wanted to take a quiz grade on whether or not you watched the videos, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I have 3 documents here. It says 1.5, 1.6, and 2.1. So all you have to do is just go down the list. There's 2 pages for each one. Find your IP address and write your name. Print it so I can read it, all right? 30 minutes ago. So if you watched, I don't think you can watch all 3 in 30 minutes, but if you watched one of them in the last 30 minutes, that's okay. If you had the jump drive and I gave you the files, I know there's only like 2 or 3 of you that I did that, then all you have to do is put your name on the bottom. Just write your name, and just, you know, for now, we're just going to do that today, all right? Okay. Any questions on this? Yes. It probably hasn't changed. It's probably the same. I mean, most people have dynamic IP addresses that change, but they don't change very often. Yes. You couldn't officially watch it? It took 2 hours. Where were you playing it from? Okay. Well, here's what I recommend. Again, bring a little jump drive. And let's, you know, if you're having problems streaming it at home, then I'd like to get on a jump drive. In my previous class I did this with, everyone was required to bring a jump drive in, and that's the way we did it. But, you know, it was easier in that room because I had computers all around, and everyone could go to a computer and download it right from that computer. It was a little easier. But here, I mean, if we could get like maybe one person at each table to get it on jump drive and then just distribute it to your friends. But let's get that resolved, because as of today, there is no excuse come Wednesday I couldn't watch the video. Okay, you've had a week to figure out your connection at home or to get it on the jump drive, all right? Yes. Yeah, we'll do that later, okay? All right. What's next? We're supposed to cover a couple of sections, but I wanted to entertain any questions over homework. Any homework questions over the problems that I assigned? Any questions on the actual video lectures themselves? Anything that you watched it but you still just don't quite get? Anything? Yes. 1.4, number 19. Is it the x plus 2 over x cubed plus 8? Yep. That one? Okay. Be happy to talk about that. So the question here is on page 44, number 19. And it is find the limit as, whoa. I don't know what happened here. Limit x approaches -2 of x plus 2 over x cubed plus 8. So what's the first thing you're supposed to do with any limit problem? Just plug in, right, and see what you get? So let me just plug in real quick and see what we get. What do we get in the top here? 0. What do we get in the bottom? 0 also. So anytime we see 0 over 0, we want to try and do some sort of algebra or some sort of trick, right? So what about the denominator? How do you, what? Okay, so what are you using? Does anyone know the name of that formula that we were using there? The x cubed plus 8 is what's called a sum of cubes. Sum of cubes. So you need to know how to factor that. It's kind of like difference of squares. This is a formula also. So this should turn into x plus 2, x squared minus 2x plus 4. Sum of cubes. So if you for some reason don't recall that formula, I would just go Google sum of cubes and you'll find the formula there. I don't know where all the tables in here. Yeah. Is there any way we can maybe get one of those tables, guys, and like flip it down and, or there's one right here also. Hey, you know, hold up, guys. It's all right. If someone else comes in, we might have to do that. Okay. Does that kind of, do you see that now? Okay. So when you do that, you're going to be able to get the cancellation of the x plus 2 factor. So the x plus 2 cancels, and you're still left with a what on the top there? 1? Over the x squared minus 2x plus 4. And now let's go ahead and let x approach negative 2. And the numerator is 1, and the denominator goes to what? 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 12? So 1/12 is the solution. So the limit is 1/12. Is that all right? Any other questions? Yes. Same section, 27? All right, so for 27, we have limit h goes to 0 of x plus h cubed minus x cubed all divided by h. So go ahead and check that yourself. Well, I'm sure you did. You should get 0 over 0, right? So since we got 0 over 0, we're going to have to do some algebra. Anybody who did this one, what algebra did you do? So you did the x plus h times x plus h times x plus h? Okay, that's one way to do it, and I'll do it that way. That's fine. You could also see the numerator as a difference of cubes and factor it that way. But I think multiplying out the x plus h 3 times is probably okay for a lot of you. So it would turn into x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus h cubed. That is what you get when you take x plus h and cube it. You get all of that. And you still have what up there? Minus x cubed. So that's this part right here. And then on the denominator, you still have h, right? So you should get some good things to happen here. In fact, you've got the x cubes kill each other off, right? X cubed take away x cubed. And now what do you have? Yeah, you factor out an h. The numerator, every term has an h. So that's good because when you factor it out, you'll be able to cancel it. So we're doing like a greatest common factor in the numerator. So when I pull an h out, I'm getting 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared all over h. The h's cancel. And the final step now would be to do what? Let h go to 0 now. So when I let h go to 0, I'm actually going to write the next line because I'm just being thorough here. I have 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared. After I cancel the h's, that's what I'm left with. And now that equals no limit, because I've let h go to 0. The only thing left when h goes to 0, because these two pieces are zeros now, is 3x squared, right?